Everybody, Paul here. It is the Friday after Labor Day, and it's a little bit busy here at the campground. Labor Day actually wasn't as busy as I thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty busy. And then this weekend is pretty full as well. I think I have only maybe 2 sites that weren't reserved, and then I got my 3 first come first serve sites that were empty when I last walked through earlier this afternoon. But yeah, as you can probably hear the voices in the background, there is quite a bit of groups here with their families enjoying, I guess, one last weekend out here at Hideout. But I wanted to get on here real quick and just apologize for not making a video last week. Yeah, I just haven't been in the mood to record anything, and even now I'm kind of like, I don't know what to record. I'm kind of just here at the campground. Things are going to start slowing down pretty quickly here soon. Pretty much everybody leaves here Sunday, and I got like 3 reservations for next weekend. So, and then that'll be it. We actually closed down on the 18th of September, and it is September 5th. So I only have a few more weeks out here. But doesn't mean that I'm not going to be busy. We have a bunch of stuff we got to do to close the campground down, and then pack my stuff up and get back to the van. But it was kind of weird today because I was doing my rounds, cleaning out a lot of the campsites that the people had left from Memorial Day weekend. I had quite a few people come in that Monday and stay all the way through Friday, or today. And as I was making my rounds, it was really weird not taking reservation cards down with me, because I usually put those 4 days out. Basically how the reservation system works here at Hideout is it's got a 4-day window. So like if you were to log on today on Friday, you wouldn't be able to book a site till Tuesday. So what I've been doing is putting those reservations out early. So when I would make my rounds on Friday, I would put out all the reservations for Monday for people who were coming in. And it was kind of weird not having any of those to put out. And I guess it's just a realization that the season is almost over. I know earlier in the season I had made a comment that I had some videos I wanted to get out before I leave here, and I still want to do those. I just don't know if I'm going to get to all of them. Probably the one I'm not going to get to is the one I wanted to hike up Kingfisher Island and kind of go to the top of that. And from there you supposedly can see Hideout. I'll see if I can't give you a little bit of a view of what I'm talking about. Can't really tell from this angle, but that right there is Kingfisher Island. The canyon actually kind of loops around that way and then kind of goes down towards where those boats are. And that's actually the back end of Kingfisher Island. My campground that I take care of is on the other side of that. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that hike like I wanted to. I do plan on still making a video of my daily routine. I think I'm going to do that next weekend when everybody leaves and I can have the whole campground to myself. And that way I can just set up the camera and not worry about, I don't know, people seeing me film, which I don't know why I have an issue with, but I do. I'm kind of self-conscious about that. And then I still want to try and do a video on my backpacking tent that I got. I might just set that up here at the campground and maybe do a night after everybody leaves, or maybe I might do that after I leave. It just kind of depends how everything goes. But I do want to try and get those out. I will actually be taking that four-wheeler up the mountain when we leave here, so maybe I'll do some recording for that too. This is all just tentative plans, so hopefully it happens, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's just some things I am hopefully going to get done here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But it is kind of weird though. Like, I'm getting ready to leave the cabin and everything, and I'm so ready to get back into my van. And as I have talked to you all about camp hosting and how I'm not a big fan of it, or at least not a boating campground, I'm actually kind of a little sad. Like, I'm kind of going to miss it here. And it's kind of weird because I've been just like, all summer I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm done dealing with these people. And now it's almost here and I'm kind of like, I'm going to miss it. I'm such a weird person. I think what I'm really going to just miss is just the beauty that I'm surrounded by. I really think that's what it is. And like I said, it is beautiful. Like, one of my favorite things to do is, if I wake up early enough, much. I don't use an alarm clock. I just wake up when I wake up. But I love waking up. And before anybody else in the campground is up, I like coming out here and just watching the stillness of the morning and just the peace and quiet before all the campers wake up. It's like my favorite thing. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's already here. Part of me feels like July and most of August went really slow, and now all of a sudden it's just September hit and it's just like almost there. It's kind of crazy how that works sometimes, but yeah, it's going to be time for me to say goodbye to this place here soon. And I'm really going to miss that view. Like, I really have fallen in love with that view. And sometimes I got to stop and remind myself to look around, despite my feelings about being a camp host, that I really do just need to stop, look around, and appreciate where I'm at, and just savor that moment when I get those small moments of peace and quiet. But I hope you're all doing well. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this video up. This was just kind of a short little video to drop in and say, hi, I'm still alive. Apologies for not making a video last week. Like I said, I just, some of you might know me from a previous channel, and when I'm out on the road, I got a lot of things to record, but when I'm working during the summer, I just am not in the mood to record. I'm just kind of in that work mode focus. And I do think it's something I need to get better at, even if it's just a video like this, me talking to you. But sometimes I just feel like I need to show you guys something awesome. So I don't just always make a video where it's just me and the camera face to face having a real conversation. Well, maybe that's something I need to work on. But anyways, guys, this is Paul from Hideout signing out, and I will see you all next week. Till then, you take care.